Where are you going?
On a new adventure. To a place we've never been before. We've been to like 17 states, mostly on the West Coast, right? Mm-hmm. But we've never gone to the East Coast together, so let's go.
미국에서 공항에서 주차할 때 꿀팁. 인터넷으로 주차비를 사전 정산하시면 비용을 훨씬 아낄 수가 있어요.
I wish the airport parking lot had, you know, those little lights that tell me if there's an open parking spot.
Yeah.
But just as I said that, I pulled into a spot, so we're good.
한국에는 뭐 백화점이나 마트 이런 데 가면은 이게 위에 초록색이랑 빨간색으로 주차 자리가 있는지 없는지 표기된 곳이 많잖아요. 미국에서는 거의 없어요. 있으면 진짜 운 좋은 거예요.
So anyway, let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Let's go.
Let's go! I'm so excited because you guys may or may not know, but I was born in the DC area-ish, and I haven't been back in a very long time. Like DC specifically, I haven't been back to in more than 20 years. And I think we might also have time to go to Virginia, where I actually lived. And I haven't been back there since 2009. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
And didn't you say your dad is buried there?
Yes, my father is buried all alone in Virginia. So it would be nice if we have the chance to go pay him a visit. So it's gonna be a great trip. Let's go. Oh, it's cold today.
야, 미네소타 사람의 추위부심. 추워도 옷을 안 입고 다녀요. 아유, 미련해. 가자, 추워.
Jin, you have our boarding passes, right?
No.
What do you mean you don't have our boarding passes?
I thought you printed or something.
Do you even know what airline we're flying?
Sunflower or something.
Sunflower?
Sunflower, right?
Going up.
It must be nice to just show up for every travel event. Literally, you never help plan anything.
No,
you probably don't even know where DC is on a map. I'm just kidding, you do know because you've been there before.
It's in Washington, the West Coast, right? Just kidding.
Walkway to Humphrey and Lindbergh Terminal.
Do you know why it's called District of Columbia?
Actually, no, I don't. I probably learned, I don't know.
In Latin, it's the land of Columbus.
If you go to Incheon, there's always people. It's a ghost town here. I'm nervous. You know what's so funny? The airline emailed and was like, oh, it's spring break. Get to the airport extra early because you're gonna have to wait a long time.
No one.
We're not here extra early and there's still no one.
요즘에는 그 스페이스가 굉장히 잘 나와가지고 이렇게 자동으로 움직여요. 여기는 카리프 커피라는 곳인데 미네소타에서 시작된 커피 브랜드예요. I think I've seen this brand in Korea in Sinchon area like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
A Minnesota brand?
Yeah. So random, right?
It's really random.
웨이가 좋아하는 커피. 웨이는 저는 없어도 커피 없으면 여행을 못해요.
Did you just say? Do you know how expensive this was?
How much?
$3.85 for a small. I didn't tip though, I held firm. I stood my ground. I'm proud of myself. Every time Jin and I travel, we try to pack super duper light. We almost never check a bag. And this is the first time actually that we're bringing 2 carry-on bags. So quite an upgrade for Jin and I. But there are 3 things we never ever travel without. First one being some kind of RFID wallet, or even better, Jin is wearing like a little belt, wallet and document protector, because we've experienced having our credit card information stolen before and people even attempting to steal our documents. So Highly recommend that. Second thing is, we showed you guys in a video before and you loved it. It's a little hotel door lock. You just insert it into your hotel door and it prevents people from being able to enter your hotel room without your consent. Highly recommend picking up one of those. They're super cheap online. I'll put a link to that in our description box so you guys can check it out for yourselves. And last but not least, probably the most important thing is a VPN. Jin and I have been using NordVPN for several years now, and we don't travel without it because when you're in an airport, a coffee shop, or you Koreans taking the subway or the bus or just out and about in general, you're using unsecured public Wi-Fi, and that leaves your information open for potential attack. So we trust NordVPN. It's easy to add to your phone and you can just quickly connect anytime to tons of servers all across the world. Highly recommend it.
그리고 무료 VPN을 쓰면 되지 왜 굳이 유료를 사용하냐고 하시는 분들이 계실 수도 있는데, 저도 어렸을 때는 공짜 무지하게 좋아했는데 살다 보니까 세상에 공짜는 없더라고요. 무료 VPN 회사들은 자선 사업가가 아니기 때문에 여러분들의 소중한 정보를 다른 업체에 팔아넘길 수도 있다고 하더라고요. 그래서 개인적인 제 소견으로는 무료 VPN을 쓸 바에 차라리 VPN을 쓰지 않는 것을 추천드립니다.
If you guys are interested in trying NordVPN, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee and a huge discount for our subscribers. We're going to put a link in our description box and pinned comments so you guys can check it out.
Let's go smell East Coast. Smell of Columbus.
그나저나 이거 보잉 737기 아니에요? 요즘 뉴스에서 이 비행기 너무 핫하던데 비행 중 문짝 날아가고 엔진 고장나고 난리도 아니더라고요. 우리 비행기는 정비를 잘 해놨길 바랍니다.
Oh, this airport's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never been here before. Must be nice just being able to follow my lead every time we travel.
I have my personal tour guide.
This is how I sat on the airplane.
Yeah.
Why are you zooming in on my face? Gotta document these scratches, bro.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at those.
와, 기스 많이 나는데.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. Budget. It was like this when we found it. Okay.
Yeah. 물론 한국에서도 그러시겠지만 이렇게 미국에서 렌트카 빌리실 때 동영상 찍어놔야 돼요. 나중에 딴소리 할 수도 있으니까. Make sure it's 4K, okay? And also in dangerous area, I heard that you shouldn't put important stuff in the trunk because they can just break in while you're waiting for the red light.
Good luck trying to pull this out with one hand.
트렁크에 중요한 물건 절대 넣지 마세요. 유리창 깨고 확 들고 가져간대요. 5초 만에. 여행 첫날인데 벌써부터 비가 와요. 가는 날이 장난이라고.
Why is it that every time we travel, there's spontaneous horrible weather? Like seriously, when we did our road trip to Washington, suddenly crazy blizzards. Then when we went to Chicago, minus 20-degree temperatures. Now in DC, spontaneous tornado warnings and flood warnings and crazy rain.
지금 밖에 비가 와가지고 뭘 할지도 모르겠고, 그리고 또 호텔도 예약을 해야 되기 때문에 저희가 휴대폰으로 좀 검색을 해보려고 그랬는데 공항 옆이라서 그런지 인터넷이 안 터져요. 그래서 이 옆에 H마트가 있더라고요. 거기 주차장에서 한번 알아보도록 하겠습니다. 미국 동부 냄새. 미국 동부 냄새. 컬럼버스 냄새.
In half a mile, turn right onto Old Ox Road.
Technically, we're in my homeland right now. We're in Virginia, where I was born and where I lived. I don't know what the speed limit around here is. Oh my gosh, I don't know anything right now. This is not a familiar vehicle, so I'm very stressed. And the roads are bad.
Flood warning affected area ahead. Please proceed with caution.
Flood warning road ahead. Flooded road ahead. Flooded road ahead? Where? And why? Wow, oh my god, I have to live in this area. Oh my god, everything is brick and cute. And you know, something I like about Virginia is there's so much history everywhere. You can just drive 20 minutes and go to a battleground or like a historic mansion or like go on a hike, or you could go to the ocean or go to DC. There's a lot of cool stuff.
마음의 평안이 오는 H마트 주차장에 왔습니다.
Arrived.
A little bit. Are we actually going inside, or are we just sitting in the H-Mart parking lot for safety?
레이는 H마트에 오면은 고향에 온 것 같다고, 마음이 평온해진다고, 여기서 어디 갈지 뭐 할지 알아보도록 하겠습니다.
You know, that's one thing I'm jealous about is Virginia has so many H-Marts. If you just search on the map, there's like, hold on. Look at all these H-Mart, 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 H-Mart. Okay, I gotta book a hotel though. I don't know where to stay. Could be in Fairfax maybe, or Arlington, or Falls Church. You guys, so many of you guys live in those cities. I see it all the time. I'm from Falls Church, Virginia.
Isn't Fairfax like
Fairfax is the Korean capital, basically, of Virginia.
강남 8학군.
Even in that show, what show is that?
Sky Castle.
Sky Castle. Oh, I'm from
Virginia.
Fairfax. I gotta put on my I gotta put on my southern accent. Hold on, I have no southern accent anymore. I can't quite get it back. Hold on. Sweet pea. Hey y'all. Sweet pea, you want some iced tea? God, I just don't have the southern twang yet. I listened to the VHS tape that you converted for me. I listened to one. It had my grandfather speaking. He had such a rich southern accent.
Hi, Lois. I exist.
Oh, good. Here, wait a minute. Slowly walk towards Hookie over there.
Okay, here I go. All right, I'm holding that stomach in, so I look good. And I will come down with this young lady. I do exist, Lois. I just wanted you to know.
Okay, now we're gonna play a game of how sketchy of a hotel are we comfortable with? Because, you know, if we want to be in DC tonight, we're looking at $600 and or $4,000. You want to stay at a $4,000 place?
No, that's like our few months of rent for one night.
Yeah, so that means, you know, when the average hotel cost is like $600 a night, when you start seeing numbers like $80 or $90 a night, you start thinking, does this place have bed bugs? Or maybe there's a dead body in the bathroom. So, what's your tolerance?
It's okay. I don't mind sleeping in a coffin, you know.
I mind. $90 a night. Oh,
that's
but
cheap.
we're looking.
Why?
Oh my God, we might have to stay here.
Yeah.
It's got a heart-shaped tub.
It's our honeymoon, okay? 레이의 고향에 왔으니까 로맨틱한 곳에서 묵도록 하겠습니다. 레이가 여기 온 김에 이따 밤에 호텔에서 먹을 그 간식 같은 거 사러 가재요. Excited?
I guess so. This is like our 100th time going to H-Mart in a year.
레이 옥수수 알러지 있거든요. 그래서 옥수수 굉장히 싫어해요.
My eyes have spotted it from a mile away.
레이가 한국에서 가장 먼저 배운 단어가 옥수수래요. 옥수수 알러지 있어가지고 그 성분표에서 옥수수 걸러내려고
Something I ate today had corn in it because I have like a corn belly right now. It's very uncomfortable and I got a rash earlier. We're gonna go check into our $80 a night hotel room.
Yeah, it's cheap, so cheap. $80 a night is a bargain in the US. Let's go check it out. Maybe there's a reason.
I guarantee anything will be better than when we stayed in Wall, South Dakota and almost had to sleep in the murder basement. Okay, let's go have fun. It's really close to the middle of DC. That's amazing. $80 a night.
I found it.
Something's gotta be wrong.
Yeah.
And the lady was just too friendly on the phone. Something ain't right.
저희가 미국 여행 다니면서 별의별 걸 다 겪다 보니까 의심이 좀 많아졌어요. 그러니까 좀 이해해 주세요. 알겠죠?
You guys might think Jin and I are dumb for not like booking a hotel in advance or not really having a plan for what to do when we're traveling. That's because we like to go with the flow. Oftentimes we get way better deals at the last minute. Like I've been looking at hotels every single day for the last 2 weeks in this area. It's been like $200 to $600 a night if you book in advance. We just got an $80 hotel. We just saved ourselves $120 at least, which is great.
At the next light, turn right.
Yes, ma'am. And also we have like a list of things we want to do and see and accomplish while we're here. And we can just go with the flow. Like the weather's bad today, so we'll do something indoors. I don't want to stick to a concrete schedule and then be disappointed when something goes wrong. So at least this way, we're setting our bar low. It can only go up from here,
Proceed
man.
to the route.
Help me at the park on this thing.
The destination is on your left. Inns of Virginia,
여기
Arlington.
호텔이 있다고? Where? Is this hotel?
This is the hotel you got for $80 a night.
Smile. How you feel? $80? $90?
What concerns me is this whole area is wet.
Oh.
So the whole window is leaking, like dripping from the and the paint is peeling.
I think it's like really cute.
And the wall is wet.
At least the bed looks okay, right?
Just a couple of blood stains. It's just a couple, so it's okay.
At least it's not a motor.
We don't know about that one though.
이게 뭔가 이렇게 뭐지 이거? Dripping here?
I'm giving you guys a first-hand view of what it's like to drive in DC.
Stay in the middle two
That's
lanes.
the famous one. The pencil.
Jin, I told you if we were gonna travel, you gotta stop saying, oh, that's the famous one. What is that pencil thing?
지금 저희는 이 박물관에 갈 건데요. 이 거리가 굉장히 유명한 거리인가 봐요. 여기 관광객들이 옆에서 이 중요한 이게 퍼레이드 같은 게 있으면은 저 건물 위에 다 스나이퍼들이 배치된대요. 사람 진짜 많다. 오늘 들어갈 수 있겠죠, 이거? 와. 여기가 레이가 그렇게 오고 싶다고 노래를 불렀던 스미소니언 박물관이에요. Wow, it's so big.
Very cool. This room is just amazing. Even like just everything about it is amazing. Not just the elephant. Just look around.
역시 미국은 뭐든지 다 크네요. 이런 공룡 화석 모형도 커요.
This museum is so crazy. I can't believe how crazy it is here. Wow.
I hear Korean.
Me too.
And somebody recognized us.
We were taking selfies in the atrium next to the elephant, and then someone recognized us. There are many Koreans here. My least favorite food, but my most favorite fossil.
와, 여기 레이가 좋아하는 락 엄청 많아요.
It looks like nachos.
What?
It looks like nachos. And that one looks questionable. This rock section was my favorite section when I was a kid. Every time we came to the Smithsonian, I just loved the rocks. I don't know why, I was a rock collector. As a child, I had a giant rock collection.
Do you want to do the rock, scissors, paper? 레이는 가위바위보 할 때 바위 맞네요. 그래서 제가 무조건 이겨요. 여기는 운석들이 많네요.
Do you know what meteorites are made out of?
Iron?
Minerals. Let me show you. What are meteorites made of? Minerals. One word. Minerals.
역시 자본주의의 나라답게 다이아몬드 섹션이 제일 바빠요. 와, 여기 그냥 뭐 수십 캐럿, 수백 캐럿짜리 다이아몬드가 아무렇지도 않게 진열되어 있어요. 누가 훔쳐가면 어떻게 하지? 다들 이 다이아몬드 찍겠다고 다 몰려들었어요.
Yeah, keep moving, man. You got stop the line right there.
Yeah.
Don't take too long, man.
It's so long. You step.
Yeah, you step. You gotta move.
So many diamonds.
Look at that one. That one says it's for a ring. Oh, it is a ring. How do you even wear that?
나폴레옹의 다이아몬드 목걸이래요.
There's more than 1,000 diamonds.
와우.
Wow.
There are more than 1,000 people here, so let's go.